It has been a while since I posted a YouTube video, but don't worry. We have been held up by very many schedules, very many orders, which we have been scheduling and also reaching to different farmers in Kenya. So guys, as those who are watching me for the first time, my name is Lenson Mumo, and I assist farmers launch successful poultry farms. In the last 3 years, we introduced Sasso F1, and we have of recent introduced Kenbros and the Rainbow Roosters improved Kenyaji breed, which we are supplying to farmers across Kenya and East Africa, Uganda and Tanzania at only 100 Kenya shillings. We also introduced commercial layers, which we give at 150 Kenya shillings for day old. But we are not only relying on that. We want to introduce you to another model in commercial layers, which we are going to discuss from today, as I'll be take you step by step on how you can be able to introduce a model which is going to make you millions of money as a poultry farmer without having a hatchery and without struggling, just in a simple steps which we are going to see. So farmers, welcome again. I'm so excited to share this episode with you. Today we will be looking on commercial layer brooding as a poultry farming model, which we realize majority of farmers are ordering commercial layers. Then you realize in the event they are ordering the point of lay, or they are ordering maybe 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, you realize sometimes they may end up losing their hard-earned money due to getting them from people who are not keen, or they are not able to take care of the birds in the way which is required. So today I'll be introducing you to our newest model, commercial layers brooding, and I will be moving step by step. So here, this is my breeder house. It's a story building. Just down on the ground floor, we have the mother stock for Kenbro and for Rainbow Roosters and Sasso. And up there, you are seeing there, is where we are going, where I am preparing the brooder. So this house, we have been discussing on how you can be able to construct a poultry house. That is not the topic of today, but we'll be doing more videos on the same so that you may be able to succeed in your poultry farming journey when you start a poultry farm. So when we talk of poultry farming models, we mean the ways in which you can be able to make money as a poultry farmer and be able to be sustainable in the long run. And I told you 2025, I'm on a mission of training over 2,500 farmers, and I construct for them from the beginning the poultry house up to the end. I told you the reason which makes very many poultry farmers to fail is they lack knowledge, and that is the greatest challenge very many farmers face when it comes to poultry farming. They lack knowledge about poultry farming, they lack knowledge about brooding, they lack knowledge about poultry management, they lack knowledge about the right poultry house, they lack knowledge about the right vaccination, they lack knowledge about the right feeding, even on how they can be able to prepare for birds so that they may be able to brood them in the right manner. So don't worry, I'm here, your number one plug who is going to assist you launch your poultry farm and be able to succeed from the beginning to the end. So basically, you have been seeing me doing the shooting from here. So we started today by washing these drinkers. I have very many drinkers here, which I use. I wash them, then I use a disinfectant, as you can see. And now we are packaging the excess ones, as you can see here, the excess feeding trays. Here you can see them, and also the excess drinkers. You can have a look at them. And then we have the feeders, which we use now for feeding now the birds when they are growing up. So today we are not going to concentrate with this. We are going now to today's topic, which we are going to see what is required for you so that you may be able to start a successful poultry farm. So we are in the process of improving our breeder farm. So we are going to have a footbath there very soon, but I'm using these clocks, which I've already disinfected before I enter in the brooder so that I ensure I do the right thing. So as I told you, my breeder farm is a story poultry house. Let's get in so that we may be able to understand what really happens in a typical brooder farm, or when you want to make money in poultry farming, which is the best strategy for you to use as a farmer. So here we have this resting porch, as you can see, and then we have the entry of the poultry house. So today we shall be discussing now from the brooder so that you may be able to learn about poultry farming brooding and the right poultry model you can be able to choose as a poultry farmer so that you may be able to succeed in the process of poultry farming. So in the previous videos, we have been discussing about brooding in details. And I want to show you what, when we talk of a brooder, we mean now this circular thing which you need now for your birds so that they may be able to grow well in the early days. You have them in the brooder. In our case, we have two brooders. We have this one and we have another brooder over there, which I'm going to show you when we reach there. So you must make it in an oval or in a circular manner so that the birds may not be able to go maybe in one corner and they are going to stab it and kill each other. So it is very much important as a poultry farmer for you to be able to learn what it takes for you to succeed in poultry farming. And these are some of the basics which we normally have in our curriculum, which we train farmers so that they may not be able to make a mistake. What are the elements of a good brooder? We shall be looking on them step by step. Number one, it should be circular, as you can see now in this manner. Number two, ensure that you provide your birds with a source of heat. Let me come closer so that you may be able to see how it looks like now in this manner. So as you can be able to see now in the brooder, we have that brooder jiko over there. We have brooder pots here so that the birds may not be able now to die due to cold stress. So it is very important for you as a poultry farmer to invest in heating element for your birds. What you are seeing here, the technicians are seriously working on these lights so that at night we are not going to have blackouts in this brooder and the birds might fear and run to one corner, hence killing each other. So the next thing you need to understand, ensure that your birds have access to clean water, as you can see now in my brooder here. So you can see the birds are having drinkers all over in the whole brooder, which is providing them with clean water so that they may be able now to start their journey very well. The other thing, ensure that you have enough feeders. In my case, I'm using these feeding trays. You can see the red ones, they are all over in the brooder. These feeding trays, they will make the birds have access to the feeds, and they are going to feed in early stages so that they may not have standard growth in the process you are brooding them from the beginning up to the end. The next aspect you need to consider, make sure if you are using a brooder pot, make sure the brooder pot you put it either on a stone or in a place where they are not affected by, they are not in contact with the newspaper so that they may not be able to spread fire in the brooder in case there is a fire outage. So make sure these brooder pots, they are on a piece of a block, or you may have a stand where the brooder pots are going to stand and be able to do the right thing in the process of brooding. When you are entering in the brooder, you leave your shoes outside so that you may not be able to kill or to step on the birds, so that you may not be able to make the wrong decision. So we are doing a brooding of 4,000 commercial layers, as you can see in this brooder, and we are ensuring that we give them the best conditions and the best way possible so that they may be able to survive from day on. At the time we are going to move with them, with the farmers from their farms out to the end. We take orders from 50 chicks, 100 chicks, any number of chicks you are able to take care of. Then we start with you from the beginning to the end, learning each and every aspect of poultry farming so that you may be able now to understand what it takes to run a successful poultry farm. So here we have started the journey, and the reason I do these trainings is to ensure that you also learn as a poultry farmer so that you may not be able to make a mistake when it comes now to poultry farming investment. Because poultry farming is capital intensive in nature, don't make a mistake of ignoring even the basic things when it comes now to poultry farming. So I want to show you around the brooder some things I've been able to do so that you may be able to understand how you can be able to implement the same in your brooder. So what you are seeing here, this is now the walls of the poultry house where I'm using the brooder. Basically, this is how the poultry house looks like from this side. This is how my poultry house looks like. But because these are young birds and they are not able to regulate heat, I have provided them with a covering, as you can see now on the sides, and also on the top here, you can see I've used this hard tandarua so that we may not be able to lose heat, where we may end up losing some birds in the process of brooding. So we ensure we do it in the best way possible so that we may be able to succeed and be able to copy. And as we start the journey with you from the beginning, all the time you grow your poultry farm, all the time you learn everything about poultry farming. So you can have a look on the walls. These are the walls of the poultry house look like now. And at night, I'm also going to drop the other side here. I'm going to drop these tarpaulins you are seeing here, so that heat may be contained in one place and the birds may not end up dying due to cold stress. So this is the wall. As you can see, in a simple manner, the wall looks like this. Let me show you slowly by slowly, so that you may be able to understand what it takes to run a successful poultry farm. It's a real hassle, but it is worth it, because you'll be able now to earn money from it and be able to get more money. So make sure, if your house is so big like this one, make sure you cover it in this manner, so that you may be able now to do the right thing when it comes now to poultry farming. So guys, welcome, and I'm so glad to introduce to you to this episode, so that we may be able to learn together poultry farming and be able to do the right things when it comes to poultry farming investment. I'm starting this journey with you. These birds are coming to your next farm. So for 1 week, commercial layers, I'll be selling at 200 Kenya shillings. For 2 weeks, I'm selling at 250. For 3 weeks, I'll be giving at 300. 1 month, I'll be giving at only 350 Kenya shillings. And if you need a point of lay, I'll be giving at only 850 Kenya shillings. If you need a day old, I'll give you at 150 Kenya shillings. So welcome farmers, as we start this journey together, and we learn about poultry farming from the beginning up to the end. Thank you so much, guys. Let's meet on the next video, where we are going to learn now on the process of brooding in detail, so that you may be able to implement the same in your poultry farm and be able to make a living from the same. Thank you so much. Let's meet on the next video.